Hello, crypto investors and traders. What's going on with you guys? On today's live stream, we are talking about the disaster that is about to be faced by Bitcoin and the entire cryptocurrency market. This might come up as a shock to some of you, but some of you have some sort of an idea of what is happening in the market, and we're going to cover it all on this live stream. So welcome. If you're just joining us, the basic principles of my live streams is simple. You join in, you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and feel free to drop a comment, ask questions. I am always more than happy to help other traders and investors to find opportunities in crypto, succeed, and make money. So we are standing at a very, 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 very tricky position in crypto. And the reason is we could see Bitcoin go down by a lot. And if you ask why, it's because the inevitable, which is the Mt.Gox story, is now being played out. Mt.Gox will start paying out to the Bitcoin exchange victims this week. And there's a lot of news about it. We can quickly go through the tabloids here. Collapsed Bitcoin exchange Mt.Gox is about to unload $9 billion of coins onto the market. Here is what it means. So what they're basically saying is that Mt.Gox, an exchange that was hacked back in 2014, it has been going through litigation in different countries, especially in Japan and the United States, only now that they're ready to start paying out. So I want you to imagine $9 billion hitting the market. What do you think that's going to happen? Because these are people that had Bitcoin back in 2014. Maybe they had 1,000 Bitcoin back then was not unusual for someone to have because Bitcoin was cheap as hell. Or even 100 Bitcoin. Now these guys will have their Bitcoin back into their wallet, or at least the US dollar value of that Bitcoin. It will be paid back to them now. What are they going to do? Are they going to sell it all? Somebody might want to buy a house or buy a new car, buy his mother a gift or something, because it will feel like free money to a lot of people. So this is going to have an effect on the market. And then continuing on the same story, there are other narratives also. Okay. This is Crypto Nova. She came out and said, "We have heard a lot about the potential $9 billion in selling pressure from Mt.Gox hitting the market soon, but no one is talking about the $11 to $15 billion in buying pressure from FTX hitting the market soon. Listen, FTX owed more than $11 billion to its users. Currently, they have salvaged over $15 billion in funds to repay everyone. Even better, they will pay back users with interest. Depending on the amount of repayment, some could receive up to 142% of their original amount, and others as low as 118%. Now, get this. We know that every single FTX user is a crypto investor, right? The majority stays here, especially, basically, the argument she's making is that, okay, you have the selling pressure from Mt.Gox, but there is also a potential buying pressure from FTX cabal. People who lost money in FTX are more likely going to get repaid. There is a recovery program, and because the market went up a lot, FTX managed to make some of the money back, and they will pay back all their the clients. So this is good, and we have these two competing narratives here going on. But the most important one here, guys, what's concerning or what we need to discuss here is the selling pressure of Mt.Gox, because it's really happening starting this week. And there are questions about, is the crash that we just experienced Obviously, it was a reaction to the Mt.Gox story. Was it is it priced in right now, or we still have to see the reality of $9 billion hitting the market? Let's face it. So Charles Edwards here came out and say, this chart will blow your socks off and slap you in the face. The entire history of this chart has disappeared because an enormous sum of Bitcoin moved on chain, 10 times more than previous highs. That's $9 billion. But by who? Mt.Gox. It looks like those distributions are really coming. Okay. So he's saying that the previous trends of Bitcoin movements are not to be trusted as much anymore because of the Mt. Gox situation, which is actually sound, if you ask me. So there are other people making their own arguments on this, but the reality is that we are more likely to suffer a little bit more on the downside because I believe that logically, if I got $1,000, 1,000 Bitcoin worth of money that I had in 2014, and now it's worth quite a lot, I would definitely use that money to buy. I would rather buy a condo in Dubai or something, or buy some get another investment out of crypto because it would feel like free money. I would want to buy a new car or something. So a lot of these people will get that kind of effect, if you ask me. So there is something to be concerned about, unfortunately. But this is something that has been looming for a long time, and thankfully, it has come to reality. We have to face it, develop strong hands, and not panic sell, and we're all going to be fine. And looking at the Bitcoin chart, this is what it looks like right now. It's starting to pretend to go up, but towards the weekend, I can see it breaking below this support level of $58,000. And when that happens, I think we are more likely looking at 52,000, at worst $50,000 for Bitcoin in the near short term. I would be surprised if the market doesn't react like that because $9 billion is quite a lot of money. So, guys, but also we have to keep in mind that not all, it's not that all the Mt. Gox people will sell their Bitcoin, that is for sure. But because of how markets move, is that whenever there is a huge selling pressure, traders also start selling, everybody panics, and people start selling immaturely, creates this cascading effect until we really hit rock bottom. But that's what we need until we also start taking off. So if there was a catalyst, a negative catalyst to Bitcoin's price pressure, it has always been Mt. Gox for a long time. And now it's happening. We can face the music. It's going to be hard, but we are going to survive it again and again and again, guys. Bitcoin has always survived. So I just came in here to show you that be prepared for the worst if it happens. If it doesn't, well, congratulations. It's going to be good for all of us. But the chances are that it happens. So it's just much better to be in a state of mind where you prepared. It also doesn't hurt to open a few short positions just in case. Maybe with I would put like a stop loss around $65,000 to $68,000, and then short and expect to be printing money as Bitcoin goes down. If you guys got any questions, by the way, drop them in the comments. I will be more than happy to answer you guys. Let's go. Let's go. So yeah. I'm looking at some of the questions here. So yeah, that's just what it means. It means that if a lot of people are selling, more and more people will sell, and that also affects the altcoin market. So we're now in Q3, but I think Q3 is more likely going to be painful for crypto investors until Q4 when things are really going to take off. I think at the end of the year, the markets are going to be crazy and ecstatic, especially with the elections and Trump coming into play and stuff like that. We will see a lot of good stuff coming. But for now, yeah, for now, unfortunately, it is what it is. We're going to face the hard reality of the financial markets, my friends. All right. So I came here for just a quick one to tell you guys about this. If you've got any questions, feel free to jump into our Telegram group. Link is in the description. And if you want to start trading, I have links to all the platforms that I use for trading here, from Bybit, CoinW, and other exchanges as well. So go into the description and use those links to sign up, get your accounts ready, and start making money. I'll see you guys tomorrow.